your postseason bracket and get the tournament started. You can play the games yourself, simulate them, or a combination of both as you eventually crown your NBA or WNBA champion. The grind of the postseason is no joke, so come prepared.
With so much to do and so many challenges to face in the simulated years to come.
Let's be joined with Denver Nuggets starting lineup. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 14, Gary Harris.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for, and with tip-off.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Capella with the bucket.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Murray against Young. Murray dishes to Barton to the wing right side. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And Jokic throws it down.
Was continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
Now, here's Hunter. Herter passes to Capella, makes it off the glass. Capella's got 6.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the inside. Jokic finds Harris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap passes to Jokic. Back to Millsap. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Hunter, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And Millsap, here we go. Misses from close range. Hawks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Herter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Barton outside. Outside for Millsap. Barton dishes to Harris. Now the pass to Jokic. Back to Millsap. Just 5 to shoot. Up again.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Herter out there completing the break on the run.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Jokic. Collins grabs the miss, and it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Murray. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Kicks it out to Collins. Herter passes to Capella. Knocked away. Passes it to Hunter. Young with the ball. Martin defending. Over to the wing. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Puts up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Herter's got 9.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now here's Millsap. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one's good. Jokic.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And that one drops for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Harris passes to Jokic. The feed now to Millsap. Again, the Nuggets score.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Here's Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Bembry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. It's deflected. Teague left side. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Morris following the bucket by the Hawks. Yep, that one goes in there.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Well, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Out to Morris. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks looking at a 13-point lead heading into... We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball, how unselfish we are, next pass mentality, next man up mentality.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Teague. Reddish out there with Jones. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Bembry in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, that's what he's doing best right now. Plumlee loves to convert as close to the rim as possible.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bembry the pass to Fernando. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
One thing about Plumlee, he possesses good passing skills from the low post and when facing up.
Inside, it's tipped. Plumlee with the steal. Teague against Morris. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Fernando can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 11. Grant dishes to Morris. He kicks to Plumlee. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Pass to Jones. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Porter kicks to Craig. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Craig. Back to Plumlee. The kick out to Porter. He dishes it to Plumlee. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Out left to the wing. Fernando, the pass to Bembry. Outside Teague, the pass to Jones. And foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here is Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jokic passes to Millsap, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now, here's Hunter. Here's Herter. Passes it to Hunter. Back to Jones. Right wing. Down low. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Got to be aware of Hunter, especially when he gets up at the rim. That guy's got some size.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Hawks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Here's Jones. Good work defensively by Millsap.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And there's Hunter on the assist by Jones. Hunter's got 8 points.
Well, Hunter getting out in transition, finds some space, and then finishes around the rim.
Young, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Hawks lead by 19. And so it's Atlanta taking a 19-point lead into the break. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Thanks for joining.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. At the forward spots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
And such an advantage when you have a big guy like Capella who can change ends like a guard.
And good that time.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
If you dig down deep at some of the numbers, Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Now here's Capella. Young with no one around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And it's good for two. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we've seen.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. And now here comes Young leading the break. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got 6.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Dedmon finds Young. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 18. And it's Harris off the drive.
Really like how Murray's getting going here with these shots. It looks a little easy for him.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Young from outside. Millsap grabs the miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The dish to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession for the Nuggets. Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Will Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris. Then for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Huerter.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Porter kicks to Craig. Pass to Grant. Here's Craig. And a wide open look for Porter. That 3 off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
It's Young on the wing. He's got 5. Takes a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Hawks. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Collins passes to Fernando. Teague for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Teague's got 5 points so far.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Here's Craig. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for John Collins. There's the pass to Capella. Millsap with the steal. The kick out to Porter. To the middle. Second chance shot. And that one's good. Millsap. 8 points for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Hawks leading by 15. Capella, high post.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Here's Millsap, goes straight through the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Huge play from Millsap, getting hit on the shot, but still sinking that one over the D.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Harris is checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Hunter's checked in. Harris, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Fernando. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fernando's got his second bucket.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Plumlee with it. He's got 8. Porter dishes to Plumlee. And here's Harris from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by a dozen here at the end. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Jones with the ball for the Hawks. 22 is their biggest lead. On the court for Atlanta. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Jones. And it's Teague in at the point.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
And that one's good. Barton.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. Murray with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Feeds it to Barton. It's stolen by Capella. Got a piece of it. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Wide open look here for Murray. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And some nice instincts shown on the defensive end from Barton to get that one started. Comes away with the steal thanks to that effort.
Hunter no good. The Nuggets trail by 7. And Murray, here we go. Jokic passes to Murray. Right side Millsap. 6 to shoot. Back to Jokic. Misses the layup. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Hunter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's Barton. And the shot goes in. Barton's got 4 this quarter.
Hey, guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Jones finds Young. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Millsap trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And Jokic throws it down.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Barton outside. Jones with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And Capella with the basket on the assist by Hunter. Hunter's got 4 assists in the game. To the paint, here's Millsap, and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins is checked in. Millsap has the open look. And Porter putting it right back in.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Young's shot is good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Outside for Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. Harris passes to Jokic. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration. Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Known for being a scorer, Herter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
And Millsap slams it in.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. The Hawks leading by 9. Over to the left wing. Back to Young. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Outside Millsap. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Count it. Good.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hawks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
Here's Herter. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Back to Herter. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, Denver no good. So it's the Hawks now. 22 is their biggest lead. To the middle. Young dishes to Dedmon. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Poked loose. Dedmon kicks to Young. Launches it. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K21's current gen version of My League provides endless possibilities for you to play through. So what are you waiting for? Go win that championship.
Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and I'm here to...
An aerial view of downtown Boston, our location tonight, gives you a great idea. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Well,
both capable, DA. Thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. Here's Collins, and the rejection by Tatum. And here's Walker. Hayward outside, jacks up a 3. The rebound by Young. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Walker the pass to Tice. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Atlanta on D. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Tatum against Collins. Tatum passes to Tice. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and for Tatum, there's a natural instinct, an understanding of how this offense flows.
Back to Herter. Passes to Young. Here's Herter. He's covered by Brown. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, we won't see Capella try to hit threes. I mean, Clint's a center who knows his role. Just rock the rim.
Pass to Tice. Back to Brown. Outside, Walker. To the inside, Tice. And he gets it to go. Tice has got his second basket.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
Here's Herter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown. It's his first trip to the line. And he sinks the second. For Boston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The kick out to Walker. And there's the pass to Tatum. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Has a great feel for where defenders are on the court. Tatum navigates himself nicely.
Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The kick out to Walker. Charity stripe shot. Rebound by the Hawks.
You expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And it's Jones with the ball for the Hawks. Reddish the pass to Bembry. He goes up again. Back to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Young with no one around. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Now here's Walker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Williams comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Damian Jones. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. Here's Wanamaker.
Entering the draft, some concerns about Tatum's jump shot. You may have heard some people have, but the range and consistency, it's been tremendous this season.
Here's Dedmon. The shot off that time. Williams with the defensive effort. Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Smart. Right side, Williams. Dedmon with the block. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. He kicks it to Smart. Back to Wanamaker. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 2. And we'll... And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so is anybody...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit to coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Hunter. Teague out there with Reddish. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in a power forward. The Hawks leading. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Reddish with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. Tipped away. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. That one drops for him. Hunter's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Atlanta. Williams scanning the floor. Passes it to Wanamaker. Pass to Tice. Clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shoots over Capella. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Jones is checked in. The Hawks leading by 4.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Hayward outside. Back to Tice. Here's Wanamaker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Off target from outside. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Brown down low. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Cantor checked in for Boston. Kemba Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Atlanta also making some changes here. John Collins, he's checked in for Capella. Young is subbed in for T. Back to Herter. Hawks passing it around. Young for three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Walker the pass to Tice. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. Young from outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Walker. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And although he's smaller, Walker doesn't fear going inside. I mean, he knows he can get a shot over anyone.
Down low. Here's Herter. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. The kick out to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow. I'm more impressed by Tatum every time I watch him. That's a veteran.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fires from deep. Bembry controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
To the wing on the left. And Walker kicks to Cantor. Left side Walker. The pass to Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Herter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics trail by 3. The drive by Cantor, and he makes that one.
I mean, it's encouraging to see Cantor finish on the drive. The D has to offer more resistance.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Jones kicks to Young. 3-pointer. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Young against Walker. The kick out to Tatum. Shoots from the elbow. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Right side Jones. Collins in the post. He's against Cantor. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Jones. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a star in his role. Clint Capella. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Kicks it out to Collins. Young left side. It's Young on the wing. No good on the 3.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The Hawks leading by 4.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
Walker the pass to Tice. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Kemba Walker picks one up. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
A nice shot by Teague.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Williams. Back to Wanamaker. Inside. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Herter. Good. Herter's got 5 now.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Herter, no good. Celtics have gone 3 of 5 to start the 2nd half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Williams passes to Hayward. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Nice ball movement by Boston. For the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Fires for 3. And Herter gets it to go. 8 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. He dishes it to Williams. He gets that one. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Here's Herter. No good with the triple. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. They trail by 7. To the inside, Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Atlanta with the ball. Capella inside, defended by Hayward. They get it back. Edmond passes to Capella. Here's Herter. Teague for 3. Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Williams dishes to Hayward. Rebound, Atlanta.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Reddish kicks to Dedmon. The layup off target. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. It's Atlanta up by 5. We're going to step aside for just a And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
It makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Embry out there with Trae Young. And it's Fernando in at the 5.
You know, you can't afford to let Young slip by you, especially in these open floor situations. That is inviting trouble.
And it's Walker penetrating. It's deflected. Down low. Here's Hunter. The 6-footer's good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Tatum. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Collins wide open. He fires. And it's off from 3-point range. Celtics trail by 9. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's good from Tice. The Hawks making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Good on both. The Hawks leading by 7. And stolen by Tatum. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Young outside. The 3 sinks the triple. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Walker the pass to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Young passes to Hunter. Outside, Jones. Young for 3, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Tice. It's rebounded by Herter. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Hunter, no one around him, and a miss there on the triple. Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. Hayward on the wing. Tatum against Jones. And the basket by Tatum. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Young taking his time here from outside the arc. And Tatum pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. I mean, taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Now, here's Hunter. Launches a three. But they recover it.
Oh, great job there, tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Herter. Atlanta again missing. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Well, over the years, Tatum has tried to reduce the number of mid-range jumpers he takes, but it's still a natural tendency of his.
Good work there as it goes. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Great work right there on the inbounds play, getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
Walker dishes to Hayward. No good from outside. Jones with it. No good.
Well, it's not just on the offensive end that Hayward contributes. A solid defender as well.
And so the Hawks take...
To present your top plays of the week. October is here, and the top plays are dropping like leaves. Let's see what you've got. Tipping things off with JXZH. Late in the game, and they're looking for a win. Steals the ball, pushes the ball, and then dunks the ball over 2 defenders. What a way to win, and what a terrible way to lose. Next up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The commute in full swing as we get set for basketball. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. Now here's Curry. The drive by Green, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's Green, and the rejection by Collins. To the middle, here's Hunter, and it's blocked. Outside, Green. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator, really sees the entire floor.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta.
And for everything this guy gives you on offense, Thompson has finally gotten his due as a defensive stopper.
GA, I don't think he still gets his due. He's still underrated in my opinion. Yes, he made the all-defensive team in 2019. In addition to his offensive responsibilities, he has to guard the opponent's best scorer.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Collins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
Thompson finds Green. Now Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. Drops in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Young. From deep three-point range, the long distance 3 is buried.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the 3 ball. Give me back that momentum.
Hunter kicks to Collins.
3.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Wiggins drives in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Fantastic move by John Collins. If you give him an opening, he will attack off the bounce.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense an even worse offense.
In the corner, it's Hunter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And there it is for him.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Warriors trail by 4. Over in the corner, Pascal. Floats it up for Wiggins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Reddish. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Bembry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Atlanta making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. Here's Poole. On the wing, Wiggins. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
And he jams it with authority.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
The Hawks leading by 7. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Jones kicks to Reddish. Teague feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Jones. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Pass to Toscano. Here's Looney. Here's Poole. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work.
Can't tell you how many shots I've taken in my life.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Dwayne Dedmon, Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the 4. Toscano's shot is good. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Good vision from Steph, but for that play to work, you also have to get open. Steph put it on the money.
Here's Fernando. The pass to Herter. Shoots the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson left side. Pass to Pascal. Outside Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks leading by 7.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pascal, the pass to Smilagic. And it's off the back rim, no good. Atlanta's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
And the Warriors miss again. The Hawks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Herter. Fernando misses the follow-up. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 9-point game. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Reddish. And the layup's good off the glass. Reddish has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Beautiful take from Cam, absorbing the contact and muscling through it.
Thompson outside, passes to Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Again, Curry missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Curry on the wing. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Fernando, the pass to Dedmon. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Fernando. Shot clock at 6. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Hawks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the technical free throw is good. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Trae Young. Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And it's Teague in for Kevin Herter. Looney kicks to Curry. And it's Green with the jam.
At 6'7", Draymond's always capable of skying up for slams like that one.
The Hawks leading by 10. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Poole. Teague covering. Curry deciding where to go with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is what the fans come to see. Steph at his finest, putting on a show.
It's tipped. Wiggins outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now just a 5-point Hawks lead.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports. Atlanta came ready to play. And this Hawks team still learning on the floor. And that's going to do it for us.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors' 5.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Outside for Curry. Beyond the arc. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside. Proof that you don't need a big vertical to finish these alley-oops. Perfect timing on that play by Draymond.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bembry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Lobbed up there for Green, and Green slams it in.
There's where Thompson's underrated vision comes into play. That's an excellent find.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And the pass to Green. Here's Thompson. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 3 on the clock. Curry way outside. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And stolen by Chris. Thompson right side. They kick it out to Green. Wiggins passes to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 13.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Capella dishes to Young. Offensive rebound, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Young's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Count that one. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Damian Jones is checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Hunter. On the wing, Thompson. It's stolen by Reddish. Jones looking for an opening. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Collins. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Chris. Here's Toscano. Pascal finds Curry. Thompson inside. Toscano passes to Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Reddish, and Thompson sends it back.
Don't underestimate Klay Thompson on the defensive end. Perfect timing on the block.
That one from long range. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Warriors. Back to Jones. Passes it to Bembry. Young outside. To the paint. Here's Reddish. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Reddish has got 8 points.
He's still adding muscle to his frame. Cam Reddish is showing us his ability to play through contact and finish.
Young outside. Nice spin off the left rim and in. That's 12 points for Trae Young.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. It's Atlanta up 9, and we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, on the wings, Herder and Reddish. Then it's Jones. Then there's Teague. And it's Fernando in at the power forward.
Yeah, credit Herder. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Pass to Smilagic. Here's Looney. Here's Fernando. Now the pass to Herder. Dishes it to Jones. Back to Herder. There's the feed to Jones. Reddish the pass to Teague. Inside, on the wing, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Picked off in midair. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Pass to Herder, back to Teague, tries again. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Curry fires from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Passes it to Herder. The kick out to Teague. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Hunter. He dishes it to Teague. Pass to Jones to the right side. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Green. It's Thompson off the drive.
And that's the problem with going can attack you on the drive in addition to his shooting ability.
That free throw good from Thompson. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Looney. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins is checked in. Herder passes to Teague. Unable to get that one. The Warriors go the other way.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Curry can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 5. Herder passes to Collins. Capella, high post. Back to Collins. 3-pointer. Atlanta again missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Curry with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. Hunter the pass to Capella. Hawks passing it around. From deep. Chris with the rebound. And it's Golden State's ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Curry on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Herder. Second chance effort. The pass to Hunter. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And the basket by Curry.
When you need a big basket, call on Stephen Curry. This guy is not afraid of taking those shots.
And stolen by Chris. Thompson passes to Green. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. Back to Green. Pass to Curry. To take the lead. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Jeff T. Young. It's in!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Here's Wiggins. Yes!
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Herter passes to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Capella inside, covered by Chris. 4 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Curry. Yes!
You talk about pressure situation. Stephen Curry lives for these moments.
Young drives in. Good!
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from 3-point territory. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Timeout called the Warriors. Guys, your thoughts?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So Atlanta will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Eric Pascal. And it's Chris in at the center position. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Taking it to the D. When Wiggins is forcing the issue, he shows why he went first overall.
It's tipped. Here's Young. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Warriors trail by 3. Feeds to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Got to feel confident whenever Thompson has the ball in his hands in these situations.
Now, here's Hunter. Defense is right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Cool under pressure. Terrific job nailing those 2 free throws there.
A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. And here's Chris. Another shot. And the rejection by Collins. Young from deep three-point range. Second shot opportunity. Collins kicks to Young. Lets it go from deep. And there's Collins on the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Capella dishes to Young. Back to Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Passes it to Pascal. Back to Curry. From deep. Rebounded by Capella.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops. It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
It's Collins with the drive and the dunk by Capella.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And so it's Atlanta with the W, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
to 5? Because they certainly can. As they streak down the sideline and throw it down on everyone. The entire team jumps up like it's a party. But this isn't a block party, it's a dunk party. Moving on to the beach, it's holidays. Uses their active hands for the late game.
Well, now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
To the inside. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Hunter.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Harris drives in. Millsap doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Capella, high post. Herter passes to Capella. The kick out to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. To the left side wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. The pass to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now, here's Capella. Harris outside. 9 feet out. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Collins. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
Now, here's Collins. For 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And the basket by Harris.
Gary Harris says, I got more than just a three-point shot, folks. Excellent at getting into the lane by penetration.
Here's Collins. Gary Harris making his last shot. Herter, no good. Now here's Barton. Tight defense on him. That shot, no good. Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Young left side. Collins looking around. Capella dishes to Collins. Young with no one around. Here's Capella. And he banks in the layup.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
And that one's good. Millsap.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. Young inside. Pass to Reddish. Young left side. Outside Collins. The 3. Shot clock at 6. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played, but don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Craig after Clint Capella's bucket. Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Outside for Millsap. Back to Jokic. And Millsap slams it in.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Pass to Capella. Dishes to Reddish. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Millsap passes to Craig. Capella against Jokic. Millsap in the corner. To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hunter kicks to Reddish. Down low. Here's Capella. Young outside. And there's the pass to Reddish. Now Collins. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. Teague, the pass to Reddish. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Jones. So they take the lead.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Jones slams it home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlights show.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Southwest, I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Jones is out there with Reddish. Then there's Teague. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Bembry in at the shooting guard.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Bembry, the pass to Jones. Morris against Teague. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Morris.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Dedmon, and too long on the shot.
And the big fella, Mason Plumlee, You know, he could start for some teams in this league, but he's been dynamite off the bench for the Nuggets.
Yeah, you take a look at his game, Greg, and defense and rebounding and finishing, all high level. But one thing that's underrated, but I appreciate a lot, is his passing game. It's come a long way. He does a lot to help you in a reserve role.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Grant down low, working on Jones. They grab their own miss, and it's Grant in the corner. The Nuggets with another miss.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Herter passes to Dedmon, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Damian Jones. Collins comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter's checked in for DeAndre Bembry, and Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Murray subbed in for Morris. Here's Murray. Martin passes to Millsap. Jokic with it, back to Millsap. Goes up again, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Herter passes to Collins, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. .143 left now here in the second. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Denver. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Millsap passes to Barton. Comes up empty down low.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Millsap goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Fernando, that's good.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
And stolen by Hunter. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Capella kicks to Young. Here's the 3. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Porter passes to Millsap. The kick out to Porter. Back to Millsap. Here's Jokic. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Hawks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Passes to Capella. The kick out to Young. Fires the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Millsap with the drive, and Millsap slams it in.
Listen up now, watch out. That's how you go after the basket. Millsap driving hard and punching it home.
And so
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. At the forward spots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the center. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And here's Young from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Barton. Hunter grabs the miss. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Herter. No good that time. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Well, sprinting up the court aggressively, Barton seizing any opportunity to get scores in these situations.
Hunter kicks to Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Kicks it out to Collins. Inside, Capella. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Barton passes to Jokic. Back to Barton. Here's Murray for the lead. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Jones comes in for Collins. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for DeAndre Hunter.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that numb.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Porter comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Torrey Craig in for Jamal Murray.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now Morris. He's got 6. From downtown. Rebounded by the Hawks. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And not going to let him get that easy dunk. Defense stopping the easy two, but a foul called and a trip to the free throw line instead. This is his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Hawks making a switch here. Fernando's checked in. The Hawks trail by 6. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Fernando. Stolen by Grant. Outside Porter. Over Reddish. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
Young's checked in for Atlanta. And Denver also making a switch. Millsap's checked in. Jones, the pass to Fernando. And Morris comes over to help. Millsap with the steal. And Porter, here we go. Basket good. Porter's got the lead up to 10 now for Denver.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Morris into the lane. Millsap finds Morris. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Damian Jones. The Hawks trail by 12. Young passes to Fernando. They can't stop the run with that one. The Nuggets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Grant. Morris has got 8 points.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Morris dishes to Grant. Misses from short range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the chart.
Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. Denver also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Grant. Martin comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Kicks it out to Collins. 1 second left. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Huerter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Capella's got it back down to single digits for Atlanta. Murray. The shot misses. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Barton kicks to Harris. His 3-pointers off the mark. Collins in the post. Jokic defending. It's good.
And that's a tough shot for an athletic big man like Collins. Finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Here's Murray. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And that one's good. Millsap.
You've got to be more physical than that against Millsap. He's good at fighting his way through contact on the way up.
Capella against Murray. Collins passes to Capella. Young outside. Here's Herter. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Jokic finds Millsap. Second chance shot, and that one's good. Jokic.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
To the paint, and the dunk by Capella.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
The kick out to Young. At the top of the key, Capella to tie it up. Can't hit that one. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Harris, good.
Harris, when it's a crucial possession, he amps up his game.
Here's Collins. Back to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Yep, that one goes.
Outstanding quickness in the open floor from Harris. Gary's so good at getting to the right area of the court.
Shot by Collins, no good. Denver leading by 6. Harris drives in to the middle. Here's Jokic. Millsap trying to get open. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
To the inside. Hangs. And it's laid in by Barton.
Very reliable scoring close to the basket. Barton, somebody you have to defend at all times.
Young finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And that one's good. Jokic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Pass to Jokic. Collins with some nice D. Here's Herter. Martin defending. Yes!
Capella is getting better at sharing the ball, wanting to improve that part of his game.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Harris outside. There's the pass to Millsap. And here's Jokic. Back to Millsap. Passes it to Jokic. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
Pass to Herter. Young outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Outside Collins. Back to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, off target. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
game steal, and then kicks the ball for the game-winning assist. No penalty time here, folks. This match is over. Last
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Celtics looking dapper, getting off the bus earlier. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center. Now here's Walker. Brown kicks to Tice. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Capella against Tice to the middle. And Herter gets it to go.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Brown kicks to Tice. We play just over a minute here in the first. Walker the pass to Tice. Atlanta with the rebound. Hunter with it. Pass to Capella. Here's Herter. Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Walker. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Hayward can hit.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Now here's Hayward. It's Brown on the wing. 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Kept alive. Tice. And a wide open look for Walker. Boston again missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Passes to Collins. Feeds it to Hunter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Cantor, he's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. The pass to Smart. A floater that gives them the lead.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Marcus Smart's game, right? Just because you make contact with him doesn't mean he's not going to finish.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Stolen by Smart. And Walker kicks to Tatum. There's the 3. The shot missing. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Throws it up high.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Smart on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from three.
From deep three-point range, offensive rebound, 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Here's Williams. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Bembry the pass to Teague. He feeds it to Jones. Williams with the block. And he recovers it. And he's able to get it back. Jones, no luck. The Celtics with the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The kick out to Williams. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. Smart passes to Wanamaker. Clock at 4. Tatum down low. Working on Jones. Tatum no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Bembry the pass to Jones. Reddish dishes to Jones. A putback. Rebound by Williams. Smart wide open. He fires. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Celtics out. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
You've got Reddish. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Dedmon kicks to Bembry. Back to Dedmon. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Here's Williams. It's blocked. They recover it. Got a piece of it. Reddish the pass to Bembry. And he dunks it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Williams passes to Wanamaker. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
And stolen by Hayward. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Down low. A shot by Williams, no good. The Hawks trailing. Bembry kicks to Reddish. Pass to Dedmon. Here's Fernando. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Smart with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Inside, Williams gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
Fernando, the pass to Dedmon. And here's Reddish. Defended by Hayward. Williams with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning.
And Doris, when you're identifying the heart and soul of this Celtics team, Smart is always at the center of that discussion.
Marcus Smart is so passionate. He's so tough, so willing to get down and do the dirty work that affect winning. And consider the role he's taken now as the leader of the Celtics. The ability to mentor a young guy like Grant Williams. Marcus Smart, you want him on your side.
And they're very lucky to have the lead after that terrible shooting in the first quarter. But they've rounded into form here in the second and have brought that field goal percentage up. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Tice, no one around him. Here's Cantor. Pass to Tice. Outside, Smart. Passes it to Walker. This one for three. The offensive rebound.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Here's Capella, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
There's 1:17 left in the first half. Tice passes to Walker. He kicks it to Smart. Back to Walker. Celtics passing it around. No problems knocking that one down. Brown's got himself on the board with three there.
Well, you like the poise of the young player like Jaylen Brown. He's not throwing up bad shots, just bides his time, doesn't let the clock affect him.
Herder passes to Capella. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
It's Smart with the drive. Cantor doesn't go that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Hunter. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 4-point Boston lead.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Walker dishes to Cantor. The kick out to Brown. Outside, Smart. Fires the three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Young drives in. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics lead by 2.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that's a...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Clint Capella has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at point. The Hawks trail by 4. Now the pass to Hunter. Out to the right wing, to the paint. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Brown feeling it out a bit, and stolen by Hunter. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. The Celtics shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Celtics, Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Brown. Reddish kicks to Dedmon. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, there's so much value in how Jeff Teague runs an offense. He's got great speed. He plays hard on both ends of the floor. I think any organization would be lucky to have this guy.
Cantor checked in for Boston. Tatum drives in. And the layup falls. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots. You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-5 run. Cantor, high post, to the middle. Here's Walker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Celtics lead by 14.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Reddish kicks to Bembry. The Hawks working the ball around. Fernando, the pass to Bembry. Over to the wing. Inside, Williams with the steal. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Cantor's shot is off. Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Teague, the pass to Reddish. Back to Teague. Pass to the Bembry. Out to the wing. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
So for the Hawks, Jones checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. John Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. Young is subbed in for Bembry. And then for Boston, Jaylen Brown comes in for Brad Wanamaker. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Walker.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Teague. And a change for the Celtics. Hayward's checked in. Smart deciding where to go with it. Knocked loose. Stolen by Collins. And they're pushing it up. Here's Hunter. And it goes down 2 points. Hunter's got it back down to within single digits for Atlanta.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Brown kicks to Cantor. To the inside, Williams. Tries again. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Collins. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Collins has got his first points in this one.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Jones is out there with Hunter, and it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the Hawks 5. Hunter, the pass to Young. There's the dish to Jones. Kicks to Capella over Hayward. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
He doesn't get the second one.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Here's Young. Pass to Hunter. Poked away. Back to Young. Dishes it to Capella.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
Smart kicks to Brown. Back to Smart. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Tice. It's Brown on the wing. Another shot. It's tipped.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
And there's the feed to Capella. The kick out to Young. Lob pass to Capella. Young finds Capella. Down low. Brown outside. Right side, Smart. Brown outside. Inside. Here's Tice. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Hawks trail by 6. Hunter, the pass to Herter. And that one's good. Hunter.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Young against Smart. And there's the pass to Tice. Yep, it counts. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount.
Good. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Tice. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one. Collins passes it to Young. To the middle. Kicks it out to Collins. Another three for Atlanta.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Walker against Young. Tice, no good. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Young dishes to Reddish. Young passes to Capella, and as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. .122 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Capella. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Walker surveying the floor. He dishes it to Tatum. And he converts the layup.
Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And Young kicks to Capella. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Walker. Got it!
Kemba Walker is fearless and doesn't let the game situation or the clock impact his ability to score it.
Collins dishes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Collins finds Capella. Money!
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
On the wing ground. Pass to Tice. Outside Tatum. Oh, missed it. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's the Hawks to start out. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Celtics. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Pass to Tice. Up top, Brown. Back to Tice. It's stolen by Capella. Stolen by Walker. Hayward outside. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Hunter. Pass to Capella, to the paint. Here's Hunter, got a piece of it. Collins against Hayward. Walker, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Yeah, how about the shiftiness of Kemba Walker? Defenders struggle to keep up. That's why you see him get the contact call.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
And the turnover again by Atlanta.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime.
Kemba Walker loves the big moment. He never shies away. Beautifully done.
The Hawks shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Young.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Here's Tice. Tatum against Collins. Left side Walker from past the arc. They get the rebound. That shot misses. Action gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway to take the lead. Herter, no good. Boston's gotten neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall in overtime. And the call on the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
There's the pass to Tice. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Herter. Feeds to Capella. Yes!
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Walker the pass to Tice. Hunter grabs the miss. Capella kicks to Collins. Back to Capella, and stolen by Tatum. The kick out to Walker from the corner. It falls!
Well, the catch and shoot is Kemba's game, right? He can play in pick and roll, or he can play off a teammate.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 1 second left to play in the first overtime. Guys, what's your take?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first. That narrows the gap to 1. And so Collins nails both of them.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of as he's able to tie it up.
And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. And Boston has possession. Young against Walker. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And Young kicks to Capella. And he makes good on the layup. Capella's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row.
from the paint.
Here's Brown. The second chance effort. Pass to Tice. Back to Brown. Out to Hayward. Brown outside. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The kick out to Young. Stolen by Walker. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Herder, defended by Tice, and the shot is good.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Tice in the high post. The kick out to Brown. Tatum on the wing. Pass to Tice. Over in the corner, Brown. Plenty of space. They get it again.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Capella trying to free himself up. Young, good. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Brown outside. And that one is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Collins with it. Outguarded by Tatum. Herder passes to Young. Over Hayward. And Boston with the rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
To the inside. It falls. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Collins. Count it!
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Walker the pass to Tice. Can't hit from 12. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here's Young. The tray.
Well, Brown taking away the shooter's airspace effectively crowd scores and gets them out of their comfort zone.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 3. 6 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. What's your take, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. A double over. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Dorisburg.
Last but not least, We turn to Call Me 2K Bully. Looking to end the game, so they unleash the no-look full-court alley-oop. Who said long-distance relationships don't work? And don't think I missed the 22-5 score. They really are a bully. Now, vote for your top play of the week.
And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Here we go.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at center.
I mean, it's no way. There's just a sliver of daylight, and there's 3 more.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat out miss.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Green. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Don't want to give up that kind of position to Collins at that kind of length. I think he's going to do some damage.
Here's Green, and he gets the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Draymond Green, a modern-day big, and of course we know the impact he has defensively. But for his career, he's only hitting around 30% of his threes, and the last 2 seasons have been well below that. It's still his willingness to take them that's going to keep the defense honest.
Young is doubled. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Young's got 5 now.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. When Draymond plays the center position, though, Brent, 30% from 3 isn't all that bad.
Well, again, we'll go back to the idea of the threat of the shooter. That's going to create more space for all of the action that's happening behind Draymond Green. And, of course, we know his willingness to pass up shots to the preferred pass. That's where he really makes an impact.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Feeds it to Hunter. Pass to Capella. In the corner, Collins with it. Here's Herter. Capella, the pass to Collins. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Green kicks to Thompson. Back to Green. That one falls.
Always got to keep your eyes up. Make sure you see open teammates, and Clay did it that time.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. Hunter with it. Back to Capella. Oh, that's blocked. Curry on the wing. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Wiggins surveying the floor. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. They kick it out to Green. Wiggins outside. Thompson passes to Chris. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Passes it to Herter. Now Hunter. Back to Herter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just
oh man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. That's a fierce attack from Marquise Chris getting to the rim.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Thompson way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Even with the hand up, it's not bothering Klay Thompson. Just measured that one off.
And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Green. And the rejection by Collins. And here we go again. Atlanta on the break. Plays it up and banks it in. Collins has got 8 points.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Green dishes to Curry. Hunter grabs the miss.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bangs home the trifecta. 10 points for him.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Green left side. 2 on the clock. No good that time. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Looney. Eric Paschall out there with Curry. And it's Poole in at the 2 spot. Here's Paschall. And slam dunk by Paschall.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer. Great at finding his teammates.
And it's in there.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track. And, of course, having that broken hand last season, Curry couldn't help the Warriors avoid a disastrous season.
Kevin Durant gone. Klay rehabbing. The Warriors, I mean, legitimately just left with no scoring whatsoever. But Steph Curry, when he's healthy, he changes that whole narrative.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Jones drives in, out to the right wing. Collins kicks to T. And here's Reddish. No points in the game yet for him. Count it.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
The pass to Curry. Uncovered. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry. Here's Poole. He's guarded by Collins. To the left wing. Bembry the pass to Collins. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Jones, no luck. Warriors trail by 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Jones kicks to Reddish. Back to Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. Then for the Warriors, Smailagic is checked in, and Wiggins is subbed in for Curry. Here's Jones. The Warriors making the shot. Reddish dishes to Dedmon. Pass to Fernando. Dedmon kicks to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Nice job operating off the dribble for Reddish. A nice, consistent part of his game.
Warriors trail by 6. Wiggins outside. Pascal, the pass to Poole. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 6. And Wiggins throws it down.
And with that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Hunter's checked in for Damian Jones. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Here's Huerter. Dedmon. Hunter, the pass to Fernando. Young with no one around. Drills it from outside. Young's got 13.
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise and fire. And these shots are helping out the offense.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Poole.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Warriors trail by 7. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And another 3 for Golden State.
These shots just feel like practice shots for Klay Thompson, an efficient shooter off the dribble.
Hunter kicks to Young from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Wiggins outside. And he hammers that one down right in the face of DeAndre Hunter.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
And they pick up 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Poole.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Pass to Smailagic. Wiggins outside. Chris in the post. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Chris has got the game tied up here for the Warriors. And stolen by Chris. Tie game in Atlanta. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 13 points. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Young and Huerter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. And Collins is right there. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver.
And Seattle, right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And the Hawks making a change here. Bembry's checked in, and the Warriors making a change here. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Kicks it out to Collins. Hawks passing it around. And the dunk by Capella.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
It's stolen by Curry. Bobbed up there for Green. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Damian Jones is checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter, and it's Teagan for Trae Young.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. T kicks to Bembry. Clock at 6. And that one is good. And the Hawks lead by 6.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
The feed to Jones. Passes to Bembry. Dedmon in the corner. The pass to Bembry. Back to Dedmon. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Teague. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The shot by Curry, no good. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 14-4 run. And that one drops. Teague's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Damian Jones. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Bembry. The Warriors also with a sub. Smailagic is checked in. Back to Huerter. Pass to Fernando. Here's Huerter. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Huerter's got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Down by 15. Outside for Curry. Curry on the wing. Back to Thompson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Teague. Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Klay Thompson. Warriors trail by 15. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That one's off, still out of sync.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls.
Kevin Huerter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Fernando. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Draymond Green. Wiggins is out there with Curry. Then it's Eric Pascal. And it's Chris in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the basket by Pascal.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Fernando, the pass to Young. A 3-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 13. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
And Young kicks to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Here's Huerter. And the 3 off target. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And Wiggins throws it down.
You're taking it to the D. When Wiggins is forcing the issue, he shows why he went first overall.
Young outside. Atlanta again missing. The Warriors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Now here's Hunter. Collins passes to Young. Trains the 3-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 10.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Curry passes to Chris. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Huerter. Another 3 for Atlanta. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
This could go down as the win-win trade of the draft over the last 3 or 4 years. The 5th pick in 2018, Trae Young traded on draft day for Luka Doncic, and they might have put a little chip on his shoulder, one that he played with in the second half of his rookie season.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. From deep. No good that time.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Atlanta leading by 8. Passes it to Herter. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And here's Young from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
And now the defense full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
Good on the three-point shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Atlanta.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Now Thompson. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Thompson with the bucket.
Remarkable quickness on Klay Thompson's shot release, giving the defense no chance to contest.
Herter, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Hawks lead by 10. Curry way outside, tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Capella, the pass to Herter, launches a 3. Chris with the rebound. Outside Curry. And Thompson launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, looking to shoot immediately off the pass, and I don't think he even felt the leather that time. That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's Toscano. And so the Hawks take the win. It was a fantastic. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.